is becoming very quickly a very nasty year for the Russian armed forces. All of their advances on the front line has pretty much stalled, and more than that, Ukraine has actually reported that in the month of May they regained more territory they lost. So suddenly Russia is not only not advancing, but it is Ukraine that is taking the initiative and regaining their territory. More than that, Russian military bloggers are now crying wolf and stating that potentially Ukrainians are preparing for something big. Hey there, Georgie here with Ukraine Matters. I made a video where I talked about how this war could end. However, 2026 truly threw a wrench in all of my calculations. And in reality, Ukraine has opened new possibilities for this war to end. This will be the first video in the series in which I will analyze how Ukraine actually can absolutely win this war in 2026. Today, we're going to be talking at the military victory that Ukraine can achieve. Let's start by looking at the claim, and then we're going to transition into the data points to see whether or not the data supports that claim. And the claim is very simple. Ukraine has a victory plan. I'm talking about the military victory plan. Ukraine even had it before in 2022, 2023 as well. It's just in 2023, they didn't have the resources to execute it. Arguably now, they have it, those resources. The plan is very simple, which is to cut out the Crimea by trying to cut out the land corridor to Crimea and then take out the bridge to Crimea, after which a significant portion of the Russian forces get encircled and really slowly squeezed out and defeated. Why this would work, and this is where the claim is that Putin is a military dictator. He transitioned from just being a dictator in Russia to now being a military dictator. So everything is dependent on his success in the war. And for Russia, there is a very clear victory path for their victory. Russia can claim victory if they capture Kyiv. That is enough for Putin. But there is also a defeat point. If Putin loses Crimea to Ukrainians, that is it. That is when whatever he does later on, trying to maybe recapture or trying to portray that he's capturing Donetsk, Luhansk,